Good evening. My name is Mrs. Marina Gardner-Legg, and I have the privilege of being the next headmistress of Oxford High. I'm here because at school I thought I was ordinary and nothing special. However, the passion and knowledge of an inspirational teacher helped me to find my love of words and poetry and led me, an ordinary young woman, to 3 years of joy at university, helping others and beyond. I am absolutely passionate about educating and giving every single one of you the opportunity to find out who you are, to set your own voice free in standing up for yourself, for what is right, and to make the outside world a better place, as well as the joy and freedom of discovering your passion, not just for the next few years at Oxford High or university, but for the whole of your life. So why should you choose Oxford High as your sixth form? Well, first and foremost, because you want to find out who you are, and you want to prepare yourself for a great future. Because you want to be part of something exciting, a place where you are destined, like the wonderful women and alumni before you, for great things. Because you want to work hard with a high-achieving cohort in a culture of ambition and reach for the stars. But also to know that you're cared for and safe, with a team of staff looking out for you with expertise and supporting clever, hard-working, determined young people like you to help you succeed. Because you want terrific teachers who will support you, have your back, enlighten areas of learning and enable your dreams. And because you want to be a part of a school which is your school, where your voice is listened to and matters. And because you want to take advantage of all the other opportunities we offer, such as small classes, a wide co-curricular programme, leadership chances, and of course the extraordinary reach and breadth of the Gdst and the network of over 20 other sixth forms and the conferences and gatherings that engenders. Because you want to separate your academic life and work from your social life. And because you want, overall, to be part of an extraordinary school for extraordinary, opinionated, confident young women who will go out and change the world for the better. I'm really looking forward to meeting you and your families so that I can show you the magic at Oxford for yourselves.
When thinking about what to say for this video, I was given the advice to just be you. But that's not easy. None of us really know who we are yet. But I think that sums up the OHS sixth form quite well. It's all about, with the support of your peers and lovely teachers, trying to get an idea of who you are, what you enjoy, and what you're really good at. In the OHS sixth form, you get the chance to explore your chosen subjects in small classes with passionate teachers, allowing you to dive into the depths of your material like never before. Whilst the step up from Year 11 can feel daunting, the learning environment is so different that the two are difficult to compare. At GCSE, you may have felt learning was centred around getting through those dreaded exams, but once you pass the summer madness, you can focus on only the few subjects you've chosen yourself. The small class sizes in the wonderful Benson Building just exaggerate the sixth form feel that you, your peers and teachers are all working together to push your understanding and passion in each A-level subject. But your subjects at A-level are only the half of it. Once you enter the realm of Year 12, I can guarantee you'll end up doing some pretty wacky things that won't have crossed your radar before. Whilst I've always fancied myself decent at hockey, the idea of getting pretty invested in the OHS water polo team never really crossed my mind, and definitely not the minds of the group of friends I subsequently forced into it. Alongside new clubs and ventures at sixth form, you also get the chance to have your say in the way OHS runs. Here at OHS we have a prefect team of 12, with a head girl team consisting of the head girl, 2 deputies, head of school council and our Gdst rep. Alongside these 5, we have another 7 girls taking roles such as charity, arts, sports and diversity prefect. We all work together as a team to represent the student body and influence the decisions made throughout the school. We really are involved in everything, from Year 7 admissions to organising wonderful occasions like the staff panto. Alongside the prefects, OHS also has a 12-strong team of house leaders who take charge of organising all our house events, such as house choir and sports day. And even if these roles don't sound like your cup of tea, don't panic. There are loads of other ways you can start taking on some leadership roles at OHS, like taking part in the sports leadership programme Perspective Choice. I can remember feeling super nervous about whether I was cut out for doing well at sixth form, and I'm sure you're having your doubts. My advice would be, pop your head down and work through year 11, but know at the end of the tunnel are the wonderful adventures sixth form life will take you on.
So I've been asked, what is it like at Oxford High sixth form? And really it's brilliant, it's great fun. Sixth form in general is that next chapter in your life where you're at the top of the school focusing on subjects that you really enjoy. You know, if you didn't like maths or geography before, that's gone. And you can focus on what drives your efforts and your interest. Here at Oxford High, there's a fantastic dynamic that exists. On the one hand, our teachers put enormous effort into ensuring that we achieve the grades that we need while simultaneously enjoying what the subject has to offer. But sixth form life here is about more than your academic work. It's about developing yourself as an independent individual who's going to be able to make a difference in the world and is equipped with the skills to do just that. Academically, we offer a huge range of subjects, and our teachers, they're fantastic. All of them have such passion for the subject that they teach, and that's throughout the school, but it really shines through at sixth form level because it means that we are learning the curriculum, we're learning what we need to know for our exams, but our learning will never stop there, and there are endless chances to explore further, and that's always welcomed here because there's no glass ceiling, so to speak. No one is going to tell you that you can't do something or that you're not good enough to do something. Instead, they're going to ask you, how can I help you? How can I help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve? We're a wonderfully diverse community in every sense of the word, and I think that really adds to the warm atmosphere that exists. And we have this lovely new Benson Building, which is where this is being filmed, and that's solely for sixth form use. Architecturally, it's lovely, it's striking, it's incredibly pretty. But it's also a chance for us to develop our independence because the setting is very much like that of a university campus. So it enables us to imagine what it would be like to have lessons in this type of environment at uni level. Beyond academics, we have this amazing part of our timetable called Perspectives, which is where we explore sort of non-academic related activities such as young enterprise, so building a company literally from the ground up, and that teaches us invaluable skills in communication with foreign companies, management, leadership. We also have Book Buddies in STEM, which are outreach programs for primary school students to help them fuel their enthusiasm in reading and sciences. And we have Sports Leadership, which encourages leadership in that sporting environment. Now in Year 13, we're looking at UCAS, which I'll come back to in a minute, and a Future Learn course that was developed by our head of sixth form. And that focuses a lot on development of important life skills, so volunteering, leadership, budget management, finance, and how to thrive at university if that's where you wish to go. So coming back to university and UCAS, this is probably one of the most daunting parts of sixth form life for any student, having to write about how brilliant you are in your personal statement, making your university choices, looking at open days. But at Oxford High, our whole community really strives to ensure that it's not as scary as it might be. There is this extensive support system of your form tutors, your head of sixth form, our wonderful careers advisor, your subject teachers, the students, who will help you in every single way with drafting your personal statement, portraying yourself in the best light, working out which university is the best for you, what course is best for you. If you want to take a gap year, what are the dynamics of that? What are the logistics of that? How will it work? Where can you get work experience or placements or apprenticeships? And the list goes on. And I think that there is the key underlying principle of Oxford High in general, and especially the sixth form, and it's perfectly captured by our school motto, which is ad lucem, so towards the light, because here students are constantly inspired and they're encouraged to move towards the light, to pursue their dreams, and ultimately to make those dreams a reality.
It was brilliant to be able to move fully into the Ada Benson Building at the beginning of this academic year. It provides an ideal space for us not only to learn and study in a focused space benefiting from natural light, but it also offers leafy surroundings and an outdoor seating area providing relaxation and a calm retreat from the exciting intensity of academic work. Life in the sixth form means having the autonomy to make your own choices, but never feeling alone in making them. Your head of year, subject teachers, form tutors, and the careers department are all available to help you transition smoothly from school life to university, making sure that when you leave, you're ready to do what you love.
I don't think you can talk about the sixth form experience here without talking about the staff at Oxford High School, because the staff are simply extraordinary. I've been working here for nearly 5 years, and I've never worked with people like them. A group of educators who balance a dizzying intellectual clout with humour and humility. These are people who are absolutely passionate about their subjects and have a complete mastery of them, but really crucially are always willing and looking to learn more. For me, being here really reinvigorated my love of my subject and made me remember why I wanted to teach English in the first place. So when I talk to my colleagues in the English department, we're not just talking about the syllabus or schemes of work, we're having debates about different aspects of the books we're reading and teaching, and we're recommending our latest reading to each other, wondering if this poet or that new novel would work well in the sixth form. I find myself in the staff room with other colleagues chatting about theoretical mathematics or a theory in physics that I'd never heard of. And really this ebb and flow of knowledge is the most revitalizing force I've come across in a staff. And it comes with us into the classroom, which then brings me to the girls. The students at OHS are just wonderful. They're intellectually curious, questioning, and like the staff, always thirsty to know more. And that combination of the staff and the students produces an extraordinary symbiosis that's truly unique to Oxford High School. They learn from us and we learn from them. A spark is ignited in the classroom. It's ever present in all year groups in the school, but really comes into its own in the sixth form classroom. I suppose the maturity of the girls, the fact that everyone in the group loves the subject, and the small classes mean that the sixth form classroom becomes a space of academic challenge, where students push beyond the curriculum, try out new ideas, and really develop their voice. We talk about the importance of voice quite a bit in the English classroom, and really, along with the intellectual and academic grounding that they receive, a clear and confident voice is one of the most important things that the girls develop here. And again, is something really unique to our school. When I went off to university to study English, I found seminars excruciating. I didn't want to say anything, because we were taught A-level with lots of handouts, very little discussion. Because our lessons are so discussion-based in a space where we encourage debate, our students go into seminars in university with a quiet confidence that they can hold their own in any conversation about their subject, and they will. We often get feedback from students when they go off to university that they feel so grateful for that, and the fact that they aren't scared to air an opinion and debate the points. That helps them, I think, therefore, to go on to any walk of life with confidence and often the potential to lead in their chosen careers, and they often do. So developing independence of thought feeds into this voice and confidence too. As I mentioned, the girls can and do push beyond the curriculum, but even within it, they find space to grow. Our coursework in English, for example, always gets wonderful feedback from the exam board because the girls write the questions themselves. Unlike schools I've worked in before, they're not presented with a series of pre-written questions which they go off and kind of mechanically write. They decide themselves what they find interesting about the text, and they pursue it. And the result is just amazing. Mature, perceptive, insightful, and engaging work that wouldn't be out of place in an undergraduate setting. We run a weekend residential, which allows them to connect with text out of the classroom and in the places where authors wrote and the places which inspired them. So reading extracts of Wuthering Heights on the Moors at Haworth, where the Brontes lived and wrote, reading Plath's poetry by her grave, discussing Mrs. Dalloway on the South Downs where Woolf was writing. It brings literature alive in a way that I've never experienced before, and the girls get so much from it. So all of this adds up to a student who leaves Oxford High School ready for anything, ready to hold their own and ready to realise their dreams and ambitions. And it's an absolute joy to be part of their journey for us as teachers. So Plutarch once said that the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be ignited. Working with sixth formers at Oxford High School, the truth of that and its potential has really become clear to me as a teacher.
OHS sixth form has a range of things to look forward to. When I first started Year 12, I didn't fully realise all the amazing opportunities on offer. There are conferences with alumni and leading people in their field organised by teachers, a range of perspectives to choose from and expert advice which can prepare you for any career path you choose. But one thing I love about the sixth form are the fantastic perspective choices. There's book buddies where you can read to younger children, which I think really inspires them. Or there's the STEM outreach programme, where you spend time working together with Year 7 students and doing experiments with them. There's sports leadership, which is a great way to build confidence, and of course, leadership. I do Young Enterprise, which is even more fun than I thought it would be. It gives you a great insight into the business world, and not only does it give you the chance to work together as a team and create a product you can sell all over the country and maybe even make a profit out of, but it provides you with necessary skills to aid you in life no matter where, such as public speaking, cooperation, management, and crucial problem-solving skills. With my short time here, I've already built skills that have helped me in a multitude of ways, like reaching out to people for advice and getting better at working towards a deadline. The magazine here is another perspective you can choose when you join Year 12, and it's one of the most enjoyable things to flick through and read. The whole school is represented, and it includes quizzes and funny segments like Overheard in the Corridor, which I'm sure everyone here loves. It makes it an amazing read for everyone. I know the magazine committee works so hard into creating something we all enjoy, and it's such a great outlet for creative minds. OHS also offers an extended research project, and what I think is great about this is that it can be on whatever topic you choose, regardless of your A-levels, and that really gives you so much scope to delve into something you truly enjoy. And what's even better is that it prepares you for university and your career. I wish I knew more about the academic life in sixth form, as it was quite daunting stepping up from GCSEs, especially with all the choices ahead of me. But so far, everything has been doable, and the pressure is so much less than I thought it would be. I think the teachers here are the main contribution to this, as they support you in every way to make sure you aren't overwhelmed or struggling with content. I think it's so important that schools have things other than academic prospects to cater to everyone, and that's exactly what OHS has to offer. Whether you're interested in STEM subjects or if English and philosophy is more your style, OHS has something for everyone.
The Perspectives programme at the OHS sixth form is a great way for students to engage with volunteering and leadership opportunities, and to enhance their knowledge with extracurricular learning. A good story here will really boost both your CV and university applications. We have at least 1 hour every week dedicated to Perspectives, during which you will be doing different activities depending on which year group you're in. In Year 12, you have the opportunity to participate in the Young Enterprise scheme, in the creation of the school magazine, and you could even work towards a qualification in sports leadership, or volunteering with local schools to either be a book buddy or do STEM with primary school students. I was part of one of the Young Enterprise teams in the last academic year. I found it to be a truly worthwhile experience because I got to work with people in my year who I did not know very well, and through the process we built new relationships while also learning more about each other and how to run a business. I think we all came out of Year 12 Perspectives with many valuable skills, such as perseverance and resilience, especially during lockdown, leadership and teamwork, improved listening skills, being open to challenging our opinions and ideas, and also being able to support each other. In Year 13, the activities you do in Perspectives are more closely related to higher education and preparing you for university life. From learning how to manage your finances, to being able to recognize how to make the most out of every opportunity you get, while further developing both your soft and hard skills. We also sometimes get the chance to listen to some very inspirational speakers talk about their careers and challenges they have faced and overcome in their lives, which I think expands our horizons and makes us reevaluate the things we normally interpret as being possible. Perspectives at OHS is really a time to learn more about yourself and to use the tools the school provides you with to propel and encourage yourself forward into the future.
Working with the sixth formers at Oxford High School is a real privilege. I feel privileged to teach students that not only want to learn the syllabus, but they're also so keen to push the boundaries way above and beyond the curriculum. Our girls are academically curious and they're open to new ideas, and that's why teaching them is such good fun. It's as much an adventure for us as it is for them. I love the pace of teaching in the sixth form, and the change in that teacher-pupil relationship is really interesting. The girls have chosen to study the subjects that they're most interested in, and they bring such a lot of ideas and enthusiasm to the lessons, as well as lots of really hard questions. And as a teacher, that can be a challenge, but it's also a real joy. It's exciting and interesting for us because every class is different, and our role in the sixth form often becomes that of a facilitator as much as a teacher. One of the roles that I've got in school is I'm a supervisor for the Warnock Extended Research Project, which I absolutely love doing. The students really get their teeth into a subject of their choosing, and it can be anything at all, from writing a piece of music, applying mathematical ideas of symmetry, to exploring bias in the media in the Middle East, to delving into the biochemistry of cancer. I am bowled over every year by the variety of ideas that the girls want to research, and I never cease to be amazed by the mature and confident and intelligent way they tackle this really challenging project. They produce the most amazing research and presentations. There's a lot of times in the year when we've got cause to be really proud of our students, and watching the culmination of all that hard work when they do their presentations is definitely one of my big highlights. It's hard to find enough adjectives to describe our sixth formers. They're inquisitive, they're enthusiastic, they're willing to take risks, but the other side of the coin is that they're also hugely caring and supportive. It's lovely to me to see how quickly the students who enter our sixth form from other schools get welcomed and absorbed into our Year 12, and also how enthusiastically the older girls engage with younger students and the wider community. They have these opportunities like book buddies, STEM outreach, and then within school, the sixth formers run many of the clubs, and they take on the responsibilities of supporting the younger girls. Their time in the sixth form just seems to whiz by, from entering the classroom in Year 12, slightly apprehensive but excited, having just completed their GCSEs, and then in the blink of an eye, they've transformed into these young women who are so ready to head out into the world and enter that really exciting next stage of their lives, their adulthood.
A big part of sixth form here is being able to complete the ERP, which is an extended research project on a topic of your choice. This can either be in the form of a dissertation up to 5,000 words, or an artefact presented alongside a short dissertation between 1,000 and 2,000 words. This project is unique to each person, and everyone chooses vastly different topics, from gender identity to environmental transport to creating a fashion show. Although it can be quite daunting starting out, you soon get in the swing of the project and start to really enjoy it as a really different aspect of school life and the normal A-level curriculum. My ERP is based on the use of prosthetic limbs in elite sprint races, aiming to answer whether or not athletes using running prostheses should be allowed to compete against able-bodied athletes in the top competitions. I chose this topic because I love playing sports and remember being very interested in the Oscar Pistorius case a few years ago. This, coupled with my interest in the sciences, helped me make my decision. Of course, there are many other opportunities for wider learning in the sixth form, as this is highly encouraged, both to support your A-level studies, but also to enhance your UCAS applications, and generally increase your interest in and ability to complete self-study. There are often talks by visiting speakers in a wide range of subjects and extracurricular areas, or suggestions from the careers department, subject teachers or form tutors on external sources you can use, for example an open access lecture or webinars. You are also encouraged to complete some wider reading in all of your A-level subjects, such as news articles, journals, magazines or books. This may all sound like a lot of work, as well as quite different and scary compared to what you're used to at GCSE, but it's really exciting to feel like you're in a transition stage between school and university, as well as feeling in control of your own education.
When you get to sixth form, you really get the feeling you're in a different phase of your school career. At Oxford High, we have all the resources to help us prepare for the next steps in our lives. There are many important decisions we need to make, and we're lucky to have all the support we need. We're fortunate to each have 2 form tutors who guide us throughout years 12 and 13. They get to know us really well as individuals and help us with anything from handling homework stress to supporting us with our university applications. For example, recently I've been working on my personal statement, which is such a crucial part of the university application, and I was anxious to get it just right. So I went to my form tutors and my subject teachers too, to get their insights and tips. This really helped me gain the confidence I needed to do it as well as I could. Our head of year is always ready to listen to any of our issues, academic or personal, and provide support as and when needed. Having overseen so many university applications, she's the perfect person to go to with any questions at all about higher education. She often connects us with alumni, not just from Oxford High, but even the whole Gdst network. There's even an app specifically for making use of these connections. I think Oxford High sixth form equips me with the knowledge and confidence I need to head out into the world and handle any challenges that come my way.
This is only my 2nd year as a sixth form tutor, but I walk straight into a warm and genuinely caring environment. I think there's a great deal of respect between the students and their tutors on both sides. The students are forward-thinking, creative and proactive, so discussions in my tutor group are always very lively, with issues passionately debated. The students are truly interested in the wider issues in society and in the world in general. They do work hard, but always have time for fun activities. Decorating a themed cake and acting out a Christmas carol were just a couple of the enjoyable memories from last year. There is an immeasurable amount of good humour and laughter around. The small tutor groups enable the tutors to really get to know their students as individuals. I know that the students appreciate their tutors being part of their support network for the more difficult times and being there to offer advice, for example with UCAS applications. But as tutors, we also get to celebrate the students' many and varied successes, which is just lovely. And we know that when they leave us, they are ready for the next step of their journey.
I think in the sixth form you start to really benefit from the whole Gdst network. We get access to Runway and Gdst Life, which are platforms for girls in all the Gdst schools to network with the alumni and ask them questions about uni courses or get work experience, for example. And we've also just started to use a new online course called the Spock, which was designed just for our school and for Wimbledon High School. On the course we've been learning skills that will be useful for university, and we also get lots of helpful resources like help on choosing volunteering placements for a gap year. Another thing some of us do with Wimbledon School is OWLS, which stands for Oxford and Wimbledon Leading Scholars, and it gives us a chance to collaborate academically and meet new people with similar interests. Something else you get through Gdst if you're applying to Oxford or Cambridge is the Gdst Oxbridge on Track programme. And through the programme you get lots of tips on writing your personal statement and your application, and there are also interview skills workshops.
This is OHS Sixth Form. This is your sixth form, a place where you are supported, where your talents, aspirations and confidence are nurtured, a place where your voice is important and where you can be yourself. It's a place where individuals and their creativity flourish and where love of learning is everywhere. It's your family, it's where you belong. I hope what you've heard from the girls and their teachers today has provided a useful insight into life and learning in sixth form here at Oxford High School. Thank you for watching.